When we think of a good leader, we often think about their style. And a major element of a leader's style is their decision making style. And Cheladure brings up in styles of decision making and coaching, there are three main types of decision making. So, one of those leaders is going to be an autocratic leader. This is where the decisions are going through that leader, and they're the one essentially calling the shots. And the second type is a democratic approach, which is where you're having the whole team work together to come up with decisions as a collective. This obviously is going to increase their sense of ownership, but also can be pretty time consuming. And then there's the delegative approach, where the leader is essentially still having it be a one person show calling the shots, but they're delegating the power and dispersing it amongst other people. So sometimes you'll see this in specialized roles in companies or on teams where someone essentially is a mini expert in their field that they contribute to the team. The decision goes through them, but it's one person, but it also is dispersed. So then you can think about, when is it best to have which leadership style? Now, when you're looking at your team, you got to figure out what their needs are. You got to figure out what your strengths are and what your team's strengths are. So finding where they are, and they being your team, finding where you are, and then meeting somewhere in the middle, that's really important for finding team success and increased cohesion. Because sometimes you're going to need to have an autocratic approach. For example, if you're in a clutch moment of a game, it's going to be really important that you're able to make a timely decision and call the shot for your team so they know who to look for. In a delegative style, sometimes it can be hard to find out who's the clear leader that I'm looking for. And in a democratic style, it might be really time consuming. But on the flip side, some individual sport athletes prefer a democratic style because they feel like they have more ownership over what they're doing. At the end of the day, like a lot of things in psychology, it really depends. But by being able to identify your strengths, your team's strengths, where they currently are and where they need to go, you're going to be better equipped to be on this fast track towards higher cohesion and performance.